Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to the 24 Down podcast. It's Vincent Buddha here, aka Buddha, and we have a really good one for you today. I'm excited to talk to this guy after just so long, not talking to him, not seeing him, but trying to stay in the loop with him over the years. But this guy, I have to say, one of my closest friends while at the Forge, and it was for a short time. And if you think of it, we were all together kind of for a short time, but it was only a year for him. But got real close to him. We hit it off in our friendship, and it was an awesome time. And some of you may not know him, but if you did know him, you know he's one of the chillest guys ever. And we have Walter Lau with us, and this is episode 38. Walter, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Buddha?
Yo, man, so happy to have you on the podcast, man.
Yeah,
This
good to be
this
here.
is
Good to be here.
yeah, man, this is definitely one that I was really looking forward to see. And sorry for all of you that like to go on YouTube and see the guest and everything. I do have a screenshot, so we'll share that later. But yeah, we couldn't do that today. But just so awesome to get on here. And yeah, man, what we usually do is we start off with an update from when you left the Forge up until now. So I'll give you the floor, man.
Okay, hey, what's up? It's Walter. So after I left Valley Forge, I went back to Korea. I lived with my parents for about a year. Played a lot of computer games. Got addicted to WoW. So threw away like a year of my life. And then a couple of buddies who were living in Arizona at the time, they asked me to live with them. One of them was working as a waiter at this restaurant, Thai restaurant, and so he offered me a job like as soon as I got out there to be a waiter at that Thai restaurant. And so I lived in Arizona working in that restaurant. All of the cooks, and then all of the cooks left at one point, and then the owners of that restaurant asked me to take over as a cook. So then I started cooking, and then about a year in I stayed in a year in Arizona. Then I went to Hawaii, and then yeah, I've been cooking in Hawaii ever since. Lost my job cooking in the pandemic. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it.
It's cool, man. Short and sweet, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So WoW is World of Warcraft, right?
yeah. World of Warcraft.
So do you were you playing with like people from the Forge still, like Sam and Neil? I know they were into it.
No, I don't think I was, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I know people that get into it, they get really addicted. And I know Neil. You remember Neil?
yeah. I remember Neil, dude.
Yeah, we call him Neil Monster. So he got, I think Sam Song got him into it. And he would just, when he wasn't in class, he was in his room playing, World of Warcraft. I know Sam was into it as well, probably a couple other people. But yeah, man, Arizona. Tell me a little bit about Arizona. I know that it's really dry there and it can get really, really hot. Tell me about your year there. How was the weather? How did it look? How did it feel like living in
Yeah.
Arizona?
It was hot and dry. The craziest thing I've ever experienced was jumping into the car and like not being able to drive because the steering wheel was too hot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like the hottest, like the feeling I've ever had there. But yeah, the biggest thing in Arizona is just like me becoming like started cooking, jumping into that. Like I had never been a cook before. And I'm not like really a social person, so like being a waiter is like out of my league.
Yeah.
So I guess I gravitated toward the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. And at a Thai restaurant too. I went to Thailand for like a month. At
Oh,
the end of
nice.
yeah, it was like for an internship slash like missions trip. I was there for 4 weeks, and I fell in love with the country, the food. It was just awesome. My favorite dish was and still is probably cashew chicken.
Yeah, I
What's
do.
some of your favorite Thai foods?
All right, Pad CU. You know what that is? Pad CU.
No,
That's like my favorite noodle dish.
nice,
And then I don't know, probably like a green curry. It's the best
nice, man.
curry, I think.
Yeah, man. Like what I love about Thai food is it's definitely not it's definitely different from American food and a lot of others in that it doesn't always just have one taste or flavor. It's like combined. It's like, you know, you have hot and sweet and like
Yeah,
it's really good. Like it'll definitely release, you know, your nasal passages, you know, with a lot
yeah,
of the spicy stuff. Yeah, man. I remember I went to Thailand, right? I was going there and, you know, I'm always trying to lose weight and stuff. And so I
yeah,
got there and I was like, you know what? I'm in a new country. Let me just, you know, lose weight here. I had like I was able to go to like a pool as well as much as I wanted to. I lived in this apartment that was a missionaries that they were back in America for, you know, the
yeah.
year. And so I was like, I'm gonna lose weight here. I'm gonna do missions work. It's gonna be awesome. And then I tasted the food the first day and I was like, absolutely not. I have to eat everything here, bro. So so I was eating like everything I could. I thought I gained like 20 pounds. I got home, I
Yeah.
lost 15 pounds.
Dang.
And I think it's because like American food has so much additives and preservatives and chemicals and things like that.
Sure.
Like in other countries, they have cleaner food. So
Yeah, I believe that for
yeah,
sure.
I definitely think that. Now going back to the forge, you said that, you know, you never thought of being a cook. I remember you, Sam,
Yeah,
Josh
we made
Lee.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
What
man.
did we make? I can't remember. Fried
Rice.
rice,
You guys
I
would
think
make
it was.
you guys would make fried rice, man. I think maybe even some spam sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. He had that hot plate or something.
Yeah, man. Those are the funnest times, man. You guys wouldn't just make it for yourselves. You wanted people to try it and everything. And so there would be like a line outside of like one of your guys' rooms all the time whenever you guys would make it. We never really touched the kimchi though. You know,
Crazy, dude. The kimchi's the best,
that's
dude.
the thing. I never tried kimchi. I think I've never tried kimchi because one time Sam he had kimchi and forgot all about it and he left it in his room for like months upon months
Uh-huh.
and it started to stink really bad and so I think from that experience I was like, you know what, I'm not going to try the kimchi. um yeah, man, those were definitely good times, man.
Yeah.
At the forge, I want to talk about Hawaii, man. Like what drove you to like relocate there? What
Oh
drove
yeah,
you to
okay.
go over there?
Sorry, man. So I got family over here. So I
Mhm.
came out to live with some family, just made it a little bit easier to like survive,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah, bro. Like when we think of Hawaii, it's just like this tropical place, man. Like that's one place that's kind of like on my bucket list to go. Like what kind of locality do you live in? Can you see the beach from where you are? Is it very tropical or is it like city like?
Yeah, I live like right in the middle of the city, so well, I mean not mid, like maybe like on the edge of the city, but it's pretty much the city.
Yeah,
So I feel like I have like a city life.
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
mean,
like is it like mostly like humid there? Is it like unlike Arizona?
yeah, it's mostly humid. The weather's like the best thing about Hawaii, I think. It's
Yeah,
like always nice weather, pretty much.
that's nice, man.
Yeah, but it's
Ha-
expensive out here, man. You
yeah.
know, expensive to live, expensive to
Mhm.
eat, pretty much everything.
Yeah, and maybe the and it being expensive is probably because it's very touristy, but also because maybe it's hard to get stuff there because it's an island. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool though, man. So I know it was it's very like interesting to us when you first came to the Forge because I think you lived on a like a military base in Korea.
Right,
Is
right.
that right?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Yeah, so like you came from Korea to, you know, Pennsylvania and then you went to Arizona and then Hawaii. So you lived in a lot of really cool places, you know.
Yeah, like
So
and weird. It's weird. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Nah, that's cool though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're cool with it, man, let's get into the questions. So we got a couple people that you
for
may
sure.
remember, a couple people that you may not remember, and so we got some questions from the 24 Down family. The first set of questions comes from Matt Baldwin. Do you remember Matt Baldwin?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to
Yeah, yeah.
him.
So he was really big into Halo. If you remember Halo
Right, right.
2, we
Yeah.
played that a lot, man. I remember just being in your room. You were rooming with, I think, John Perez. Did you room with him the whole time or you roomed with someone else?
I think I was with Tom for a little bit, dude.
Really?
Yes, man.
Oh, Tom Fadden.
I can't remember the name. I
Yes,
can't remember
Tom
the last
Fadden,
name.
because there's two Toms.
I just
Tom,
remember stories.
yes, Tom Fadden, and there's Tom Rizzo. And I think you may have known Tom Rizzo. He rapped.
Okay, yeah, so it
Yeah.
must have been the other one.
Yeah. Okay. So Tom Fadden, I remember now. Yes, he was with
I
you.
roomed with him for a little bit. I remember.
For those
I
that
think
don't,
I was by myself for a little bit too.
okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because
I don't remember.
either Tom Fadden moved out, or John Perez did, but I know you were with John Perez for at least a semester. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Tom
yeah, yeah.
Fadden was also my roommate my first semester,
Right,
and
dude.
you came in my second semester. My second semester was your first,
Yes,
and
yes.
so yeah, I think that was like 2005, and that was spring semester. And yeah, man, this kid, if you didn't know Tom Fadden, man, we may have to have him on the podcast. He is something else, bro.
Sure.
And so yeah, we there were stories about him. Not even stories. He even said himself that before he came to the Forge, he was homosexual, and the first 2 weeks of being on campus, he was attracted to me, his roommate, and he told me that. But he said that
Jeez,
he
I
was
didn't know that.
delivered from homosexuality, and I went on from there, and he's just very, very eccentric. And yeah, so
That's very cool.
yeah, that's Tom Fadden. And then yeah, you had John Perez, and John Perez, someone like you, just a very chill guy. He
Yeah.
does talk a lot though. No offense, John Perez, but we were kind of talking before we were recording the podcast. You're not like a big talker. You're just like a chill guy, and you just he's kind of chill, but also he talks a lot. So how was it being like John Perez's roommate?
I mean, it was cool, man. I can't really remember though, man. I my memory is so bad, dude.
Nah, that's cool.
So wait, the Matt Bowden. So if I try to picture him, I'm picturing like a blonde haired, skinny, like tall dude.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, and now he's kind of buff, and
Okay, okay.
he's a youth pastor in a big church in New Jersey,
Oh,
but
awesome,
still
awesome.
likes, I think he still likes to game, and everything like that. And so yeah, we played a lot of Halo. We played on the
Yeah, yeah.
super landline, pretty much,
Yeah,
that
yeah. That was awesome,
like
dude.
connected the entire like campus. So you didn't just play with people in your room or on your floor. You could play any building.
Oh,
So
wow.
I remember playing with him, and he actually got so good. You got to listen to his episode if you haven't. But he got so good that him and I don't remember if you remember the English twins,
Oh, sounds familiar, dude.
Yugi and Francis.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so, dude.
yeah, man, they got so good at it that they almost went to go play at a tournament and like win money. That's how
Dang,
good
dude.
they got. Yeah. So, and I remember, when I first started playing, I like stunk so much, and you would just like you would get on me sometimes, and I'd be like, are you playing around with me? Or are you saying that I really suck? And you'd be like, I'm saying that you really suck, man. And I'll get so mad. You would be playing around with me all the time. So Matt Baldwin says, "What was your Halo gamer tag when we all used to play?"
Man, dude. I'm gonna say Funk Thug 34, but man, I don't know, dude.
I think it was, man. I think it was Funk Thug. Yeah, Funk
I don't
Thug.
know,
And
dude.
that's also. Do you still hold that name dear to your heart, or what?
I mean, kind of, not kind of, not really, but kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
I've switched it up a bit, but it's still in there.
Yeah. Because what was that name to you? Also, if you can explain to everyone, if you want.
What do you mean?
So that name was also kind of like your rap name.
Oh yeah, it was my rap name.
Yeah.
It stems from like my screen name from when I was like in high school.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
We gotta definitely talk about music and
for
and
sure,
you
dude.
rapping, and actually you kind of like taught me how to rap. We got to talk
Yeah,
about that in
you
a little
rapping.
while.
Let's talk about you rapping,
Yeah,
man.
right. So he goes on. He says, do you still play video games at all?
Yeah, dude, I'm a big time gamer, dude. That's all I do, man. Well, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
not really. I don't play as much as I used to, but I'm really into the games, man. I watch a bunch of Twitch, dude.
That's cool.
That's like what the only entertainment I watch is from Twitch, pretty much.
Awesome, man. And then he's asking for your gamer tag and what games you play.
I play I've been playing Risk of Rain recently. Overwatch. I don't really have a gamer tag because I
Okay.
play on different things. I don't play on Xbox anymore. I play PC games.
Okay.
But we got to get this Discord set up, dude. We could all link up in there, man.
Yeah, yeah. You were bringing Discord up, and I was like, yeah, I've never used that, but we're getting into that, so definitely we got to do that soon. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
learn how
yeah,
to do it.
for sure.
And then he asked about just like what are you doing with your life now and your occupation, and if you like pursued education at all, like further than Valley Forge. But we kind of went over that in the update.
Well, I mean, I didn't really, I guess I left some things out.
All
I
right.
did pursue education. I went to culinary school here in Hawaii. So, I mean, I really wanted to do this cooking thing, but I don't know, over since the pandemic, I think like right before it hit, I was like really getting over cooking. So
Mm-hmm,
I think it was kind of like a blessing. That's the way I took it anyways.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and ever since then I've been like really into these things called mechanical keyboards. I don't know if you heard that.
No.
But yeah, I'm really into mechanical keyboards. I'm trying to make keycaps. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, like how are things down there in Hawaii with like, the pandemic and masks and the shutdown and stuff?
I mean, everybody still wears masks. I guess it's getting more lenient. I don't really know. I stay home all day, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when Hawaii is mostly like a tourist destination, so most of our economy comes from tourism. So when the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic hit, like a lot of people lost their jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, yeah, it's all good though. I mean, I'm just trying to like, go with the flow pretty much.
Yeah. So I know you said you're getting into the mechanical keyboards and stuff. Do
Yeah.
you think when things open up more, you think you'll be maybe you'll go back for a cooking job or something like that?
I mean, if I have to, but I don't want to,
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, yeah, I'm
yeah,
happy doing what I'm doing.
yeah. That's good, man.
If I can support myself, then that's even better.
Yeah, yeah. So we have another set of questions from a guy named Carl Wolf. He also went by Wolfie. I don't know if you remember him.
And dude, cannot.
so so he says, if you could have any building or space at Valley Forge besides 24 Down named after you, what would you choose and why?
uh, oh, man, I don't know, dude. The cafeteria. I
All
like the
right.
cafeteria, man. Has some good food, man.
You see, man, I would say, I don't know if you're joking, but I would say the cafeteria did have some good food. I mean, you were only there for a year, so you only experienced it for a year. But for me, I always thought there was like options. A lot of the 24 downers, they'll say, oh man, the food was, not good. It was disgusting. It was like, you had to go out all the time. Did you ever go out with us to like I think you did. Yes, you did. Obviously, the Chinese buffet.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, bro.
That's the best, dude.
Okay, bro, I got to tell you, I don't know if you know this, man, but a lot of things that we did together or that you kind of showed me or taught me have stayed with me till today. That's why I say you made a big impression on my life, even though it was just for a year. So, you know the thing that you used to do with the hot mustard and the soy sauce?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, so Walter used to always, the first thing he would get, he wouldn't even get food yet. We would sit down, we would order our drinks, and then he would go get a hot mustard and soy sauce. So I saw that and I was like, I got to try that. So, and he would dip a lot of things in there, different things. And so I tried it and I was like, yo, this is really good. It's salty, it's spicy. I like it. And so whenever I go to a Chinese buffet, that's the first thing I get.
I mean,
Crazy.
yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Those times going there were like really good because it was so inexpensive too. Like
Yeah,
for
right.
lunch, it was like maybe $7 or somewhere
Yeah,
around
yeah, yeah,
there,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
that was nothing, man. And it was like
Yeah.
endless drinks. I think those are good times, man. Um, and then I'm trying to think. Did you have any jobs at Valley
We worked
Forge?
at Wendy's,
That's
dude.
what I'm trying to think, man. Yes, yes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can kind of picture you in the hat. You had the visor, I think, right? Did you have the
I can't
visor?
remember, dude. I
Yeah, bro.
remember you were the burger dude. I remember that.
Yo, man, dude, they gave me every job. I knew every single position. I
Yeah,
hated the sandwiches because you had to be really fast with that and you had to be
yeah.
precise because you know how people bring back anything. So
Right,
that
right,
was
right.
really, really crazy. Yeah,
I
man.
think I only stayed on
The
the
back window.
intercom thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. Cashier,
Yeah, I
something.
think you were the back window and even the front. Yeah, you were in the front, I think.
The one
But
thing I remember from there is Kaiser Bun. That
yeah,
dude, that's
man.
all I remember, dude. Kaiser Bun.
Yeah, and John Perez, he worked there. I don't know if you remember Raylan. Raylan was the girl that got me the job. Cause do you remember Ronell? I don't know if Ronell was there with you.
I can't remember, dude.
Yeah. So Raylan got me the job. I got John Perez a job. I got you a job. Obviously, I didn't get the job for you guys, but I put in a good word for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was good. And the 50% off, man, was so good, bro. Remember my old crappy car? It was like the green car, stick shift.
Yeah, I think so.
That was crazy. Did you ever come home to Yonkers with me?
I did one Christmas, it was.
I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you did. Yeah.
Or Christmas break or something.
Yeah,
Couple
something like
days, I
that.
can't remember, dude.
Yeah, I can't remember that for some reason. That's like the only thing I can't remember. But yeah, it's crazy how we always say this with everyone. Like you start talking and you think you don't remember anything, and then a lot of stuff comes back. So,
I remember the road trip. I had a laptop. We played
oh
music on that
shoot,
laptop.
bro, that road trip was to Ohio. Do you remember that?
Ohio. No, that
Yo,
wasn't. I wasn't there. I wasn't that. Was I there on that?
bro,
No, I
bro,
wasn't
okay,
at that one.
bro. Remember, there was a guy. I don't want to say his name, but it was a big guy. Okay, he was bigger than me, and he was gonna kill himself.
Yes, I remember, but I wasn't there.
Bro, you
I
were
don't think
there.
I was there.
Bro, you were there because
Not for that one.
that's when that's when, don't you remember, it was like, okay, Valley Forge is going to pay for all your meals. Valley Forge is going to pay for your hotel stay. And we said,
That wasn't
okay,
me, dude.
bro,
It
who
was
was it?
somebody else, man.
Yo, I could almost guarantee. Do you
I
remember?
remember hearing about it though.
Okay, do you remember I I made my car, which was a piece of crap. It went like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kia. It was a
Okay.
Kia.
Yes, bro. That was on the Ohio trip. But you know what? We can disagree. We can agree to disagree, but you were on
No,
that trip.
no. It was. We went to New York. That's the only trip I remember. It's like a
Okay.
7 hour drive, right?
No, that's the thing. That was the Ohio trip.
What?
Yep. New York was 2.5 hours. And
What?
we were supposed to stay in a hotel. We were like, yo, this is lit. And we didn't talk like that back then. But yo, this is lit. We're gonna stay in a hotel on the school's, like, bill and everything. This is great. And what happened was, the kid's mother was like, oh no, you guys could stay here. And she didn't even give us any bedding or anything. We had to sleep on the living room floor.
I really don't remember this, dude. I don't think it was me, dude. I
I'm
don't think it was
almost
me.
I'm almost certain, but it's all right.
Okay, okay.
It was a long ride. It was like 6-7 hours. We had to go through like the entire Pennsylvania state of Pennsylvania. It took a long time. But yeah, so so he has another question. He says, since you live in Hawaii, do people in Hawaii ever look at mainland US and think, what the heck are we doing?
I think the whole world does that, dude. Nah, but yeah, I
But
don't know.
okay, so we won't get too political here, but yeah, like during when Trump was the president, it was like, I think the way people looked at America was very different.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Like so far, I try to stay apolitical. I try to stay in the middle. I'm an
yeah,
independent, but so far, what Biden is doing, I'm not saying he's doing a better job than Trump, but I'm saying, especially with like the coronavirus and stuff. I mean, who knows if these vaccines are working or not, but he's getting them out there. He's getting them out there, millions at a time. And it
yeah.
seems like we're getting back to a more civil place than we were, the past 4 years.
Yeah, it seems, but I mean, I try not to be political at all. Like, I stay out of it, dude. I
Yeah,
have
man.
no comments on any of that stuff.
Yeah, you don't even remember going to Ohio, but that's okay, man. All right. So he says this other thing right here too. He says, he doesn't know you personally, but he just wants you to know that 24 Down and the 24 Down family stand with all our Asian American brothers and sisters, because you kind of heard what's kind of going on, especially in like
Yeah, it's
America.
crazy though, because everything I hear is like from the internet. Because
Yeah.
like, I live in a mostly dominant Asian place,
Hmm.
So it doesn't happen here, but yeah, I hear about it. And it's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. But
Yeah, man.
the world
And
is crazy, man.
the cool thing about 24 down, I don't know if you felt it there, but it was like, obviously we accepted everyone. It didn't matter what your, cultural background was, your ethnicity, the color of your skin. It really didn't matter, what kind of food you ate, because we're going to try it anyway, even though I didn't try the kimchi.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like, it didn't matter if you were Asian, black, Spanish, white. And Valley Forge, for the most part, was mostly white. It was majority white. And,
Yeah,
but 24 down was made up of a lot of different types of people, and we
yeah.
all just accepted each other and loved each other, and it's still that way.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So the next set of questions comes from your old roommate, not Tom Fadden, but John Perez. Actually, Tom Fadden has, hey, you want to go on a date? No, I'm just playing. John Perez, he says, what led you to coming to Valley Forge all the way from, he says Hawaii, but all the way from Korea at the time?
uh,
What led you to Valley Forge?
a girl.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it, man.
Yeah. And,
I mean, I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for her, dude.
exactly. Now, did she also came from Korea as well?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was on the
yeah,
same military base and
yeah,
everything?
yeah. Went to the
Okay.
same high school.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
well, if I could say, she was a very sweet girl and sweet
yeah,
woman
for
and
sure.
stuff and everything. And I'm glad that she came and that you came so I could meet you. And
Yeah, yeah,
I just remember, I'm not gonna bring up too much. I don't want to
yeah,
embarrass you, but
yeah,
like the phone calls you guys used to have and how you guys ended the phone calls was just so cute, man.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
remember
dude,
those?
it's young love, dude. That's what
Yeah,
it is,
bro. Yeah, yeah,
man.
man. But yeah, so and then he says, what led you to leaving Valley Forge?
Oh, I didn't have any more money, man. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's pretty much the only thing.
Yeah,
But I
it
mean,
kept.
everything happens because for a reason.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, it kept on getting, every single year it seemed like the tuition went up. When I first started, it was 14,000 a year, and
yeah,
then by the time I left, it was over 20,000 a year. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm still
Well,
paying
I
it
mean,
off.
it's a private college. That's why,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
more expensive. Yeah,
yeah. And
but I
also,
mean,
they were trying to rebuild and build new
uh,
buildings
uh,
and
uh,
stuff too.
have you been back since?
Well, I've been back a couple times since, but I haven't been there in the past like 3 years.
Okay,
I
it's
actually,
when we were there, there were even some like nice buildings. I remember,
yeah,
like a couple. You know.
yeah. Remember Bongiorno was like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
across
yeah,
from
yeah.
us, and then I think it was after you left, they started building and they completed a new like what the academic building with new classrooms and stuff, and that
Oh,
was
okay,
really
okay.
cool.
Oh,
That was
nice.
Yeah, that was really cool. And they have some, I don't know if they have any new buildings now, but I know that the building 24 is actually a supply building now. It's not even
Oh,
open.
really?
But years ago, I took my youth group there, and I requested to stay in 24 down, and we stayed in the apartment there and a couple of the rooms and stuff. And
Oh, nice.
I actually stayed in my old assistant RA room. Remember my ARA room?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's when that was a sad that was a sad uh semester for me for two reasons. Because the semester before 2005, which was the spring, we first met and we were hanging out with each other a lot. I was roommates with Van Hussey, so I wasn't in the room a lot. I was with you and blah 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 and all that stuff, right? And then the other thing was, the next one, I probably would have roomed with you, but I didn't end up room with you because I became the ARA, and
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
my
yeah.
own room thinking
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that would be really cool and stuff. But
It was a
actually,
big room too, wasn't it?
it was like a closet, but for a person, it was okay. It was good. Yeah. So I was in there, right? And I was like, yeah, man, Walter's gonna come all the time over here and we're gonna have a good time because he has a roommate. But then you ended up breaking your ankle or spraining your
Yo,
ankle,
I remember that.
bro, and you were like like in your room all the time and you
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
come
yeah,
out.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
Samsung was like right across from you. So
Right,
you
right, right.
guys, not only are you guys both Korean,
Yeah,
but like you
yeah,
guys like hit it off even more because you were immobile and you couldn't get around. So I was like, I would get, I don't know if you remember, I would get like mad sometimes, be like, yo, man, why don't you come to my room? I don't have a roommate, bro. I'm lonely down here. And like sometimes you would come, but like it was like, not having a roommate was like really big for me. I didn't like it. I actually liked having a roommate more than not having a roommate because
yeah.
I just didn't want to be alone. But at times I did want to be alone. But it was weird, man.
I remember what didn't I move my bed to the floor or something? I can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that, dude.
yeah. One of John's questions is about that.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
yeah. So he said, this is actually a question from him. And I always wonder this as well. So I want to kind of know your take and maybe I'll give my take as well. So he wants to know, why did you and me hit it off so well? Why did you and Buddha hit it off so well?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna say it's the King of Queens. I like really love that show, dude.
Mm,
Like you reminded me of the Kevin James, dude.
yeah,
Came
yeah,
from New York too.
yeah.
I think that's what it was. I don't know. You're very outspoken too. You're easy to like.
You see, like when I describe myself, like I would want to say I'm a lot like you, but for some reason, if I know someone that is really outspoken, I will be the one that's a little less outspoken and a
Yeah,
little less
yeah.
wild and crazy. But if I meet
Uh,
someone like you that's
yeah,
like a little more laid back and chill,
yeah, yeah,
then I'll be the one like, yo, let's do this, man, let's
yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. Okay,
And so
okay,
I
okay.
think that that kind of like clicked, and it was just, I don't know, because deep down I am kind of chill as well, but because you were so chill, I kind of like raised it up a little, and I guess you kind of like that. But
Okay, cool, man.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So
it just works like that sometimes, I
yeah,
guess.
and I don't know, you were just like just a nice guy, and I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
So his next one is, do you still sleep with your mattress on the floor?
Yes, 100, dude. I still sleep on the floor, dude, to this
That's
day, man.
cool, man. That's cool. And then his last question. So was he a great roommate?
Yeah, of course, man. I'm sorry I can't remember it too much. At least I remember you, man.
But bro, he was never in the room. If
Okay,
so, try to
maybe that's when
remember.
I
Yeah.
felt like I had
So
no roommate.
exactly, he was never in the room. He would come back late to go to sleep, but he was mainly out hanging out with one of his other friends and trying to kind of get a girlfriend, and everything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he was doing that. But see, the thing, and also I think the thing with me and you was that we already had girlfriends. And
Right, right,
so
right.
I think that's why we also hit it off, because we weren't looking for a girl. And you
Yeah,
spend
yeah,
like
yeah.
half your time doing that and the other
Yeah,
half of your
yeah,
time with academics and other people. So the reason why we hit it off, we didn't really have anywhere to go to spend time with our girlfriend. You had a girlfriend on campus. However, you didn't spend all your time with her. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, and I think you guys would talk about that, like, hey, I want to have a good experience at college, so let's not spend all our time together, because we saw
I don't remember that, dude.
maybe not, I don't know.
Well, I
But
mean, yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like we spent a lot of that time together. I'm not sure.
yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, I think maybe Rose said it one time. Sorry for saying her name, but I
It's
think
all
she
good.
said it one time, maybe, where like that's the thing where I got it from. Like she said, like she said it, but then made it like a joke, but it sounded like she was serious. She was like, "You're
Okay,
spending all
okay.
your time with Buddha and not with me." And I don't know if she said it on the phone and I overheard it, or she said it like with us, because like she would be very sarcastic. You know what I mean? And so I
Yeah,
don't know if she was being sarcastic or playing around. So I was like, "Oh
yeah.
man," and maybe I like told you, "Oh, hang out with her. That's fine," or whatever.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
yeah, no, I'm sure. Girls get like that, dude. Man, come
Yeah,
on, you
yeah.
must know, dude.
But I had the greatest setup, man. I had a girlfriend. I had a serious girlfriend, and so, but I had all my time to myself on campus.
Wasn't she going to the school too?
No, she wasn't going to Valley Forge, but
Oh,
she
okay.
did. She did visit Valley Forge. So there's like pictures of us together, and I'll
Yeah,
send you
yeah,
some of
yeah,
these
yeah.
of the first time she came, when you were there, when because she stayed with Rose. She stayed with her and Ashley in Bongiorno, and
Because I
so
feel like we've met often.
yeah, yeah. She came
Y-
whenever she came. She stayed with Rose, and they
Okay,
they hit it
okay.
off. They were they
That's
really,
so
yeah,
cool, dude. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
like,
And so, like, there's a lot of pictures with all of us in it, because that first time that she came and we hung out we hung out in her room because it was open dorm, and then we hung out in the back porch and things like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool stuff.
it's super good times, man.
Yeah, man. So, we have another question from Colleen. Not sure if you remember her, but Colleen's one of our 24 down girls, and she wants to know what was your best and worst memory of 24 down.
Uh, I mean, I don't have just like one memory, dude, but and I don't want to talk about my worst memory if that's cool, dude.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Gaming with the boys, man, that was always fun, dude.
Cool, man.
Hanging out with Buddha, dude, making raps, man.
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about that now, man.
Yeah, dude, like, do you have any other raps, man? Come on.
Okay, I have psychology, bro.
Oh, please send it my way, dude.
Yeah, so psychology for everyone listening, man. And I'll put it in the chat again because we actually have like a Facebook Messenger chat. And
Okay,
if you
okay.
have Facebook Messenger and you want to be a part of it, we'll definitely add you to it. But so psychology was written, and this was actually my first rap song, and my first rap song with Walter as well. Walter had a bunch or a couple or maybe even a mixtape or album or something before even
Yeah, yeah.
coming
Yeah,
to
like an
Valley
album.
Forge. And so, he was kind of like teaching me how to write, and, write the bars and everything and like put it to a beat and everything, because I never really did that before. And so we actually wrote this. And I know some of you guys out there really liked Damstrom and psychology class, but me and Walter, we hated it. I know I hated it. Some things that he said were good, but he was just so dry and boring. So we were like, yo,
Yeah.
man, one day we were like, yo, let's write a song. And we wrote it about psychology in psychology class. So I would write what is it, one or two bars, and then I would pass it to you. You would write
Yeah,
one or
yeah,
two bars, and then you would pass it to me, one or two bars. We just kept on going back and forth until we kind of had a song together. And then we knew a really cool guy. His name is Toby Sean Meadows, and he had an awesome voice. He's actually a worship pastor
oh
today with his wife.
yeah.
Yeah, and we had him do the hook. We had him do the chorus, right?
What? I forgot about that,
Yeah,
dude.
bro. And he's like a gospel singer, bro. He's really
Dang,
awesome.
dude, awesome.
And I don't know how we did it, like what program it was. I don't even remember that.
Can't remember. Cool
But
Letter Pro is my guess. I don't know,
yeah,
dude.
probably. And so, you taught me how to like edit and stuff and like, put our voices on there and everything. We got a beat from the internet and put it on there, a free beat and whatever. And so yeah, we did it, man. And after that, we did a couple more. Oh man, we did
We did
one.
one for a talent show, dude.
Yeah, we did, bro.
I don't remember what it was about or anything, though.
And
But
we were like, yo, man, we have to dress cool. So we put on like basketball jerseys. We like asked someone to like give us basketball jerseys because we didn't have any. And I think you had a hat. I may have had a hat or not. And we did a talent show. And
yeah, we
I
like try
think,
to dress to the same
yeah, yeah,
same colors or something. I don't remember.
exactly. I was so nervous. How did you feel that night? I remember feeling so
Yeah,
nervous.
always nervous, but I mean, you
I
just
was gonna
gotta
like
do it,
throw
man.
up. Yeah, I felt like I was gonna throw up, man. I think I was telling you, yo, I can't do this, or either you were telling me, one of us were telling each other, I don't know if I could do this, and then the other person would like talk them into it. No, no, you could do this. It's all right. And we did it. It was in the chapel.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, that was freaking crazy, man. And like we thought we should have won and stuff. And I think we came in like, I don't know if there was other places, but I would say we came in like third place because all the
Man,
other
I can't
acts were
remember,
kind of
dude.
like whack. But yeah, that was really fun. And we
Yeah,
did a
dude.
couple other ones. I don't were you on the one with D Rob? This is what
D
made
Rob.
me. Do you remember D Rob?
Yeah, dude.
And Matthias was on this one as well. It was like, this is what Matthias is. I remember his line. His was this is what made me rice and beans and gravy, drinking Malta out the bottle ever since a baby.
Oh, dude, I don't remember, dude.
I'm trying to remember what yours was. Maybe it was just me and those two guys.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I pretty much got enough for kind of like an album, if you would say. But I
yeah,
don't have
dude.
all of them. I just have psychology and I have maybe one or two more.
Yeah, put our yeah. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I'll send it to
yeah,
you.
dude, for sure, dude.
That was fun, man. That was fun. And then after you left, like whenever I would make music, I would. I know this sounds mad homo, but I would think of you, and I'll be like grateful, but then at the same time really sad. Be like, right,
Yeah.
man, he's not here anymore, man. Like, dude, I was trying to find a way to like pay for you to be there or something because just like
Yeah.
our friendship was like really close, and I was like, shoot, man, I just, man,
Yeah, it really hurt to leave, man.
yeah,
But I mean, everything happens for a reason. That's like, I really believe that, dude.
definitely, definitely. Um, and then she has a couple other questions. Her other question is, if you could have changed one rule at Valley Forge, what would it have been?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't remember the rules.
So I'll bring up a couple that were kind of a
Okay.
nuisance. So
Yeah.
our first year there, so your first semester, we had a curfew of I think 1 o'clock, and you had to be back at 1. Did you ever get in trouble for that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because there was quiet hours that started at 11 p.m., but 1 p.m. I think was the time you had to be in your dorms. But then after that first year, they were like, "Oh, these guys are kind of adults, so let's stop doing that."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was other ones where you couldn't wear like athletic apparel during the day of school, like to class. Even on
Mm-mm.
campus, you couldn't wear shorts.
Wait, didn't you have to like dress up too?
Yeah,
Like
you kind of had to
collar
dress up.
shirt?
You couldn't have logos on your shirt. You had to
Oh
have like a
yeah,
collared
that's
shirt all
right,
the
dude.
time. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
They
all that
want to
went
look
away.
presentable. I don't
Yeah,
know.
all that has gone away by now.
Oh, really?
They act. I don't even know if you know this. This is big. Like telling you this as well. For the past couple years now, after Don Meyer, that was the president, we
Right,
have
right.
a new president, and the new president is Korean American.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Very
bro.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So, he's there. I haven't met him, but I know, I think they're doing pretty good.
Wait, when you say 24 down girl, like wasn't 24 down all boys?
24 down was all boys. But after our like second, third year of me being there, like we started to like attract girls, but not in like, like a relational sexual
Just
way,
wanted
but
to be part of
yeah, just
the.
wanted to be part of it. They were from another dorm and they just hung out with us and did
Oh,
sports
okay,
and
okay, okay.
and things like that. So yeah, so definitely Colleen was one of them.
Cool, cool.
So here's her last one. Do you have any tattoos?
I do. I have one tattoo,
Okay, cool,
man.
man. What is it of, if you could share?
It says "Hi, Dad"
Oh, nice.
from a Goofy movie.
Dude, we probably talked. Yo, is Goofy movie one of your favorite movies?
Yeah, it's like my favorite cartoon movie, dude.
Bro, be quiet. It's one of my favorite movies too, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
I saw that movie in the movies, and for a week I was depressed because I wasn't the kid in the movie. I know that sounds weird, but I was depressed and oh my gosh. You know when you
Yeah,
like
dude.
go to like a retreat or like a really awesome like vacation or
Yeah,
something, you
yeah,
come
yeah,
home
yeah,
and you're depressed for like a week. That's
yeah.
how I
Well,
felt.
yeah, you feel like super good or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
wow.
Maybe that's why we hit it off so well cuz the
Maybe,
Goofy
dude.
movie. This is great. This is great, man. So her question, I asked you about the tattoo
Mm.
because her question is, and I could probably answer it for you, is would you ever consider getting a 24 down tattoo? You see the logo here, this
Yeah,
24 down.
yeah. Would I ever consider it? Sure, I'd consider it.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, man,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know
You
if
know
I'd
what?
get it though.
I know, yeah, yeah. So I'm actually considering it. I'm considering getting a very small one somewhere,
Yeah,
just because 24 down does mean a lot to me. Not as much as God, but I do have a tattoo right here, and it's a tattoo of it's the cross. It
yeah,
says
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is pretty big. It takes up most of my arm up here.
Right, right, right.
Um, and after that, I was like, man, tattoos are expensive. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
are, dude. I
Yeah,
want to get more, but they're so expensive.
especially if you want to get something that you really are proud of and that you like, you have to pay
Yeah.
big money for it.
Well, right now I want to. If I'm gonna get tattoos, it's to like support the tattoo artist more than
Yeah,
it is to like get something that I want. Yeah, because
yeah,
I think like what I'm doing is kind of like what I'm trying to do with my life is kind of like art. So I want to support artists.
yeah, definitely, man. That's cool.
for sure.
And then you've never met this guy, but this guy is a really cool guy. You would have got along with him. His name is Josh Hatmaker. He's actually the guy that founded the 24 Down podcast. We call him the Podfather. They call he calls me the Godfather of 24 Down because it kind of
Cool,
all
cool.
started when I guess I started there. But yeah, he's the 24 down pod father pretty much. So he has a couple questions here for you. Did you have any other jobs other than Wendy's when you were at Valley Forge?
Uh, t- I was the IT dude for the dorm, dude. I can't remember. I remember that, dude. I was the IT resident technician for 24 Down.
Oh shoot, like for real, for real?
Well, I only helped set up internets or something. That's like all
Wow.
I had
And
to
then
do.
you probably had like the Windows 90 something CD or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. I remember that when someone first came in, like, "Hey, we're gonna download this, and we're gonna put you on the internet." And that was like the start of Wi-Fi. I think maybe did we
I
have
can't
Wi-Fi
remember.
by
I
then?
can't
I
remember.
think years later we Wi-Fi started to come around, but we used to have to plug in the Ethernet. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah.
landline or
Yep,
something. Yep,
yep.
that's cool, man. Any other jobs?
Not while I was at Valley Forge, no.
Okay. Cool, man. And then I don't think you really did this, but I'm interested to find out. Have you ever scanned and scrammed from Chapel?
From Chapel?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Uh, I don't remember, dude. I wouldn't say I didn't do it, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I think usually we would go to Chapel together. We would probably sit together, and so I never really scanned and scrammed. So
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Sounds
but
good, dude.
and that kind of gets me thinking, like, because you were there, you would listen, you would be a part of Chapel. I remember you telling me how you came to God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was, I think it was like either a camp or a retreat or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but wasn't it through like the Catholic Church?
Uh, yeah, it probably was a retreat at the Catholic
Yeah.
for the Catholics put on a retreat. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was so cool how you came to God, because it wasn't like a lot of people come to God like in a service and they're like, yes, I need to give my life to God. But it was through this one person, like sister or mother, or I don't know if she was a nun or someone, but someone within, that trip that was just like exuding God's love and
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
showing God's love. I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome for sure.
Yeah. And then he has another question for you. This is the last one. If you could take a piece of 24 down, like for example, a ceiling tile, a door, a brick, whatever, what would you take and why?
Oh man. I'd take the bathroom floor tiles and clean those, man. Dude,
Uh,
that place was, yeah, you had to wear
yeah.
like slippers to shower and
Yeah,
stuff.
bro. Yeah, man. And I don't remember who it was, but someone used to actually either borrow my slippers or borrow my shower caddy for like the
Yeah,
soap.
yeah.
Was that you or someone else?
I don't know. I don't I mean, I feel like I would have done that for sure.
Cause like if it was you, I wouldn't care. If it was someone
Yeah.
else, like I'll be like, oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, yeah, definitely needed a cleaning. Do you remember the guy who used to clean Henry?
I can't remember,
All
dude.
right, he was this like tall old guy. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then this is going to be kind of hard. So if you can't answer it, I totally understand. I should have gave you this in the beginning, but
Okay.
if you remember our RA Carlos for that, second semester that you were there,
Yeah, yeah.
Carlos, this is his question, and it's kind of a heady question. You got to kind of think about it. And it says here, if you could develop a Valley Forge slash 24 down escape room, what would be the puzzles that you would implement to get out of the room? It's kind of a hard one.
Yeah, yeah, it's a hard one, man.
Yeah, if you can't do it, don't worry.
What kind of what kind of what?
Like like
What kind of games or whatever to get out
yeah,
of the
like a
room?
puzzle, or like
Okay, yeah.
escape rooms usually
One of
got
the
puzzles.
things is you have to 360 no scope in Halo.
Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. Like Justin Banks. Justin Banks was like, I think, one of the best snipers.
Oh yeah, dude. He had the I remember he had the Volkswagen, red
Yeah.
Volkswagen, dude.
Yep. Yep.
Dude, I remember that, dude.
Bustin Jenks. Yeah, man. Do you remember Big Daddy?
Big Daddy? No,
Rick?
man. Rick? No, no,
Really
no.
big guy? No? Oh man, because I was gonna ask you what's your favorite Big Daddy moment because I know that he had a lot of big moments. And he lived right next to you with Toby.
Man, I don't know, man.
It's
I
okay.
need pictures,
That
man.
that second I can never remember this word. That second semester.
Yeah.
That it was kind of hard because how did you break your or sprain your leg?
Basketball, dude. We were playing basketball, I remember.
Was it like outside or inside?
I think it was in the courts. I don't know, dude. I
Yeah.
fell on somebody's foot, I think.
Oh, shoot, man.
I don't know, dude.
I
I
remember
was like,
someone. I remember
I was
someone.
coming down.
I remember that might have been me. You probably like landed on my foot.
I think something, I don't know if it was your fault. I don't know whose foot it was, but I think it was inside the courts, like in the
Yeah,
basketball gym.
yeah, that was horrible, man. Do you remember going to the hospital? Did you go to the nurse? Did Rose just take care of you?
Uh, I, I can't remember what happened. I mean, I have some pictures. I just remember the pictures, man.
Yeah, yeah,
My foot was like huge, dude.
yeah. I remember that, man. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, man. That's that that are those are all the questions. Is there anything that kind of like sparked your memory that you kind of want to bring up or talk about before we end today?
Um, Shoot, man. I don't know, dude. It was a good time, being out there. I met some really good people, dude.
Definitely.
Um, yeah, I met you, man. I mean, yeah, you're the only reason I'm here now, man.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
You made a big impact on my life too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, like I know I don't know how long ago it was, but maybe it was like a month ago or 2 months ago. I was trying to get you to come on the podcast, and I was like,
Yeah.
I hope he comes on because just because I wanted to talk to you. That's really it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And we
yeah,
could
for
have we
sure.
could have set up a call or something, but there's just something about this podcast that it's not just a podcast. It's really helping to connect people in a better way. And it's cool because we've seen a resurgence of 24 down, and I'm not sure how many we have in our chat right now. I'm gonna kind of check how much we have in our chat, but we have a Facebook Messenger chat. And do you have Facebook Messenger?
I mean, I do, but I mean, I'd never hop on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, so if you wanted to be part of this, man, I mean, it looks like we have somewhere around 25 over 30 people on here. And not everyone says everything every day, but it's like it's a place where we can joke. It's a place where we can see how people are doing. It's a place where we can pray for each other. Because right now, actually, there's someone from 24 Down. His name is D-Shat, Derek Shadow. He actually got in a bad car accident, and we're kind of, praying for him, and some
Mm.
of us are fasting and everything as well. So it's a place where we can just keep track of each other and see how each other are doing and everything like that. But let me give some plugs real quick, and then I would love to say just some parting words, and thank you for being on here, and then I'll give you the last word. Um,
Okay, okay.
yeah, so just like I mentioned, D-Shat, many of you guys know him. If you haven't heard, he was in a really bad car accident, had some his body went through it, but also he had some head injury as well. And so and the crazy thing is his book just came out that he wrote called Simple Obedience. And what we would like to do is not even give any of the other plugs. We just want to give this plug. We usually give others, but please go pick up his book, Simple Obedience. You can pick it up at derekshadow.com, which is Derek, Derek SHATTO.com. And also there's a GoFundMe out there as well. So please check that out. He is still in the hospital. He's doing better. He's off the ventilator, which is good. And they're just having him heal. So we're continuing to pray for him, and even fast at this time. So just send some prayers his way as well. He's down in Florida. But other than that, man, Walter, this was an amazing time, just going down memory lane. And just to think that it was only a year, but just so much came from it. And you said, I don't know how long I'm going to be on. It's been about an hour. So, definitely we had some things to talk about. So, but dude, I really, going forward, what happens is when after you're on the podcast, what happens is, you come back in the family. So definitely, I would love to add you to that chat, but not just that. I would love to just, even though you're miles and miles away in Hawaii, would love to just, stay connected and everything because you did mean so much to me back then. But like I told you, all throughout these years, there's things that we've done and back then that have stayed with me, and so definitely would love to keep that friendship going, and
For sure.
so definitely, man, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. And I know for people that knew you, this is going to be an awesome thing for them to listen to, but even for the people that haven't known you, because I talk about you a lot and how awesome you are, so they got to hear from you, first person. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. So yeah, give us your last words, man.
Learn Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hop on that Facebook Messenger, but I'll never be on there, dude.
Definitely, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely, man.
but it was really good catching up, man. Yeah, you like I said, you made a big impact. 24 down is really special. I think it's special. I mean, we're all special, man. you know.
Mm,
So yeah, it was
awesome,
a good
man.
time, dude.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for hopping on the podcast, and yeah, make sure check out the other ones as well. There's some good stuff, especially the people that like Tim and
And
everything.
they all got their face on there.
Most of them, yeah, yeah,
Oh dang! Maybe next time I'll get my face on there. We'll see.
definitely, man. Yeah, yeah. If you go to YouTube, 24 Down Network, you can check it out.
Okay, I'll go check it out for sure.
All right, Walter. Thanks so much for coming on today.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother.